Regarding the Sejosa Poxo case, I think every one of you knows about it. This case was first registered as a zero FIR in Itanagar on the 26th of May 2021, and then it was sent to Sejosa. And the victim is a small girl, and she had suffered injuries on her body, and her medical was done, and which revealed that sexual assault has also taken place. So after that, sections of POXO were also added. This investigation was being done by Sejosa police, and in which one of the accused, the main accused in fact, Lukbi Bojir, was apprehended by Sejosa police. But due to some reasons, he applied bail, and he was granted bail also in the first week of July. Now, after he was granted bail, obviously this was a very sensitive case and it caused tremors in the whole of state. So this case was then transferred to the SIT. We started investigating this case from the very beginning. We traced out the girl again, the victim girl again. Now the victim girl was in a very pitiful condition back then. She was psychologically scarred, she was very scared, and she wasn't opening up to anyone at that point in time. So what she was afraid of was that she had suffered such mental and sexual assault from a person whom she considered her uncle. Even while we spoke to her, she always referred to the accused as her uncle. So she was not at all able to come out at the very beginning. Then she also was diagnosed with COVID, so that also delayed our investigation a bit. But then a team of SIT, and led by our OC SIT, Inspector Lali, along with Inspector Angu, they tried to, and then they successfully managed to build a bond with the victim, after which she grew in confidence, and for the first time her statement to the police was taken. So her statement wasn't taken till the case came to SIT because of the condition that she was in. The case, whatever it was going on the statement of her father only. So her statement was taken by us. Then, because her statement revealed facts that it was in fact the uncle, Lukbi Bojir only, who had sexually assaulted her. In the meantime, he had also introduced the name of another juvenile, and he tried to put the blame on him, and that juvenile boy also came under pressure and he was also threatened, so for which a separate case is registered in Sejosa PS. So he came under pressure, and then he gave this statement admitting his guilt. So we built a bond with the child, with the victim, not only the victim, with the so-called accused juvenile also, and then we were able to bring both of them into confidence, and then the truth was revealed that that juvenile boy gave this statement under duress, and this child, victim child, also spoke up for the first time about the assaults that had been done on her. So she was subjected to physical cruelty, sexual cruelty, and she was also subjected to domestic housework in the house of the accused. The wife of our main accused was also privy to this matter, wherein she was physically, sexually assaulted, but she also did not come up, and she also did not report to anybody. So after conducting this investigation, we also, in the meantime, we also got some evidences, some video evidences also regarding the innocence of the juvenile boy, and we also got some statements from people who were privy to this matter that also made us believe in our theory that the juvenile boy is not at fault here, but it is the accused, the main accused only, Lukbi Bojir, who is at fault here. So we did our paperwork well, and then a bail cancellation of this accused was filed in the Guwahati High Court, and because of our very fine investigative work that was done. We were able to present our facts correctly, and then his bail was cancelled by the Honorable High Court. After that, he was again rearrested by us on 17th of September. And then after that, he was interrogated further, and then he, in our custody, he also told us some facts which we also brought on record, and now, just yesterday, this case has been charge sheeted in the Honorable Court. We have also requested all the stakeholders concerned that we also want a very swift and fast and very directed trial in this. So we'll be also putting out a message and an application through our public prosecutors also. So let us hope that the wrongs that the child has gone through, whatever wrongs have been committed on her, let us hope that we are able to get justice for her, and for the society as well, because it is such a heinous crime, and the child is literally very small, like she is just out of her age of infancy. So if this is these are very formative years of her growth, and we also hope that we are also even now in direct touch with the girl. We are also trying to bring her out of that psychological trauma that she's gone through, though there are some experts in this field also which are also working with her, and one of our media friends was also very proactive in getting connected to the child, so that also helped us. So it is a whole societal process. This whole procedure, this whole investigation has been very importantly helped by our media friends, our doctors, our psychologists, and all the experts in the field, so that the child in question could come up to us in confidence and reveal whatever the facts are. And we have done our work as best as we could, and we've put the charge sheet. So let's hope that we are able to secure justice for the girl child as soon as possible.
अगर फैमिली की बात करें तो सुनने को आया कि इसमें प्रेशर करा था एफआईआर को वापस लेने का, तो ये कितने हद तक सच है?
देखिए, ऐसा है कि फैमिली के ऊपर जो भी सोसाइटी का या प्रेशर रहा होगा, that is one side, but what I can say with confidence and on record is that the family has been very steadfast, or I would also like to give my heartiest compliments to the victim's parents, who have stood with the victim, who have stood with the police, and who have cooperated with us at every step, so that we are able to get through this investigation as quickly as we can.